India has been blessed with one of the oldest civilization, what you call Indus Valley civilization. Now the Indus Valley civilization, it was one of the best and one of the oldest civilization, one of the biggest civilization of that kind. And if you have studied history, you should be knowing that Indus Valley civilization was a flourishing, prosperous civilization which once upon a time was based on the banks of a river. Recently, Kumbh Mela, this year there is a Kumbh Mela. Why Kumbh Mela? Because it is said that there is a confluence of three different kinds of river. River Ganga, River Yamuna, River Saraswati. So, or even the movies which were made, Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati. So why, what are this Ganga? Yes, we have seen, we will study so much in detail in Ganga that you will remember the tributaries of Ganga. Yamuna, one of the tributary of Ganga. Where is this Saraswati river? What is this Saraswati river? Are this just mythical poets? It is just an imagination, or whether during the times of Indus Valley civilization, during the time of Vedic civilization, was there a Saraswati river? If the Saraswati river was there, what happened to the Saraswati river? Or the Indus Valley civilization was based on what kind of an, or what river system? Where was the city of Dholavira, Lothal, Kalibangan? These beautiful cities, these bigger cities were based, obviously they were flourishing centers of trade, therefore they must have been based on some kind of an cities. So why they were, what were the places? It is said that they were based on the banks of river Saraswati, which used to drain into the Arabian Sea, or which used to join the river Indus, earlier considered as a mythological river. But Indian remote sensing satellite IRS has detected the presence of a Saraswati river. So what suddenly happened to the Saraswati river? Why did it dry up? We are going to do the topic now here. We'll try finding the answers. One of the possible explanations for the drying up of the Saraswati river, that is the river capture. Very interesting and very small topic, river capture. What is a capture? Capture is, that is where taking the water of one river and getting diverted. That is, one river is coming and capturing the waters of the other river. That is maybe a smaller river. It is, therefore it is also known as river piracy. Or it is also known as river beheading. So river capture, river piracy, or river beheading, we are going to do these three types of a topic. That is, when one river takes up the water of another river system, when one river captures the water of the other river, when one river invades the territory and diverts the water of the other river to the original river. So that means the other river either dies, the other river either becomes a small river, or the other river may change its course. Saraswati, maybe waters were captured by Indus or maybe by Yamuna. But what we know as of today, that the Tista river, which was once a tributary of river Ganga, is now the tributary of river Brahmaputra, an example of a river capture. So what is this river capture? It means capturing of an water of one river by an other river system. This beheading of one river by an other river system is known as river capture. Now where does this river capture occurs? This river capture can occur at two places. It either occurs in a place, that is, it occurs in the youthful stage. Generally it is associated with the youthful stage, but the river capture can occur even at the later stage. So that means we are going to do the two kinds of a river capture. But now here this can be asked as a mains question. What do you mean by river capture? Explain with illustrations. So we will first write the definition of an river capture. So what is a definition? River capture is the diversion in the course of a river. It is a diversion on the part of the course of a river. It is diversion of what? Diversion of the course of a river. of a river by another river, by another river, the captured river is called as pirated stream, is called as pirated stream or captured stream, is called as an pirated or captured stream. Is called as a pirated or an captured stream, while the other river while the capturing river is known as captor or pirating stream. Is known as an captor or an pirating stream. The second point is river capture. River capture is a natural process. It is a natural process associated with, generally associated with youthful stage of erosion, but also occurs in mature as well as late, as well as the older stage of erosion, but also occurs in older stage as well as the mature stage. Mature or the older stage. Mature or the older stage. So this is the definition, this is the introduction to your answer. But now here the types of the river capture. There are two types of river capture. One is in the types of river capture. One is in the younger stage, while the other is in the old or a mature stage. While the other is in the old or the mature stage. Now coming to the first kind of an river capture, that is in the younger stage. The river capture in the younger stage. Now in the younger stage, what is the major process of an erosion? In the younger stage, the major process of an erosion is an active erosion, that is the headward erosion. While in the headward erosion and the vertical erosion, there is no lateral erosion. What you remember about the headward erosion? When the river, when the land forms, the river has to find its own way, so it engages in two kinds of an erosion. It engages in headward erosion, that means making its own way, either this way or either backwards. Headward erosion, such kind of is an headward erosion. While the other kind of an erosion is an example, is an lateral erosion, which occurs generally in the areas of mature stage. Now look here at the diagram so that you will understand. I will show you the two diagrams to make you better understand the river capture. Consider there are two streams. One is the smaller stream which is flowing this way, while a new stream is being developed on the side of a mountain. Consider this as one side of a mountain. A new stream is being developed here which is flowing in this direction, this red color stream. Now why it is being developed in this direction? It is because maybe this area receives a greater rainfall as compared to the blue color stream. Remember, now you imagine that this red color stream is on the higher slope as compared to the blue color stream, or this area receives, this red color stream has more water, has more erosive power as compared to the red color, as compared to the blue color stream. That is the stream here, stream A, which I am marking in the figure, has more erosive power as compared to the stream B. What kind of a more erosive power? Why more erosive power? Because maybe higher rainfall, or maybe larger slope, larger gradient. Larger slope means maybe it is having, this area is having a larger slope. Because of limitations of drawing here, I am asking you to use an imagination. I will give you a better diagram to draw in the examination. This is just to make you understand. Now if there is a larger slope, the river will start eroding in two ways. Chemical weathering, erosion, these two processes will occur, and this rock between the river A and the river B will start eroding. As a result, the river A will start engaging in headward erosion, and hence as a result of this it will start making its own way. So over the period of time, all the waters of river B will be diverted to, the entire water of river B will be diverted to river A, and this valley over the period of time will become dry. Why it will become dry? Because over the period of time there will be no water to replace except for some kind of an river water. If this area receives maybe higher rainfall, then it will continue as a other small river. But if this part now this does not receive much rainfall, then it will over the period of time dried up. It is said that mythological Saraswati river was captured by river Yamuna, and therefore most of the waters, that is the origin of river Saraswati, started getting less and less water over the period of time, and therefore it has eventually dried up, and therefore now today it flows as river Ghaggar, which is the most important river of Haryana. That is, it flows as a river Ghaggar of Haryana. It is just nothing but a remaining part of a Saraswati river. Maybe this is one of the reason for the fall of Indus Valley civilization. So you see here, river B was flowing initially and river A was starting to develop. As the river was starting to develop, it eventually led to the erosion of a water divide which was between A and B. What means water divide? Imagine this was an area where in the 3D diagram, this was an area where the river A was starting, and this was an area where the river B was flowing. Eventually river A removed this water divide, eroded this water divide. Can they erode a water divide? Yes. We have done gorge, we have done canyons. So river has such a larger erosive power. So this water divide was eroded, and the entire water of river B was captured by river A. So now it moved in this direction. Or we can say, in the diagrams, there is a water divide or a mountain which can be used for drawing in an examination, and there are two rivers which are originating. River A here river B which is originating on the side of a mountain. Over the period of time, if the river A here is more powerful, that is, this is the river A, this is the river B, over the period, and this is the water divide between the river A and river B, over the period of time through the process of headward erosion, means either erosion here or either here erosion here, through the process of headward erosion by active backcutting, backcutting is here, through the process of headward erosion, river A will erode this water divide. So this water divide will get eroded in such kind of a manner. And the river A will flow through this region, and eventually it will capture the water of river B. So the river B has been captured, and now this new river system, the remaining part of river B which is now not being captured, will call this as a river C. So the original river B which was flowing here has been captured by the river A. This is the river B which has now been captured by the river A. So this is this kind of a river capture which occurs in the mountainous region is known as the river capture, that is in the younger valley is known as a river capture. So you see here, through the process of headward erosion, through the process of eroding away the water divide, river A has eventually captured the river B, and as a result of this, the river B now flows as a part of river A, while the C has been beheaded or removed or thrown away. The river BC is a new river which has been created. Now if the river C does not have a source of water, eventually it will dry up and die. That is what happened to the Saraswati river. That is, eventually Saraswati river dried up and died. So what is the kind of a river capture? We are saying the river capture in the younger stage, or first types of a river capture. The first type is river capture through headward erosion. Through headward erosion. That is the erosion which occurs at the origin of a river, head of a river. The river capture through headward erosion. Now in this kind of youth occurs in the youthful stage. Occurs in youthful stage. Through a process of headward erosion and active backcutting. Through a process of headward erosion and active backcutting. By which stream? Why does it occur? It occurs because, why does it occur? Because it occurs because if a slope of one river, it occurs when the slope of one river that is capturing river figure, which is this river? River A is higher, is steeper, we can say, is steeper than captured river. River B is steeper. When the slope is steeper, obviously the slope is steeper, the velocity is steeper, the erosive power is steeper. So when the slope is steeper, or when it receives more rainfall, or when river A, that is the, again you can write, when the capturing river, river A receives more rainfall than pirated river B. Why this occurs? Because the erosive power of a river A is greater than the erosive power of a river B. That is why it is occurring. Now you see, you remember there are some of the terms which are associated with the river capture. You again, because I am going to rub this, you again see what is a river capture. We are doing river capture through headward erosion. Occurs in the youthful stage through the process of, what are the keywords? Headward erosion and active back cutting. Why it is occurring? Because the erosive power of a river A is greater than the erosive power of a river B, with reference to this diagram. Why the erosive power of a river A is greater than the erosive power of a river B? Because the slope of river A is higher than the steeper than the slope of river B. Therefore the velocity is higher. Or when the volume of a river A is greater than the volume of a river B. Why? Because river A, that is the captured river, receives more rainfall than pirated river B. So now look here, there are some of the terms which are associated. So why it will occur? So as a result of this, the third point I am going to write here, as a result of this, therefore river A will eventually erode the water divide and capture river B. Now you see the terms associated with the river capture, which are very important, especially from the preliminary point of view. River capture, the various terms which are associated with the river capture. The 3 points you remember, the slope is important, eventually it will capture the river. Now you have known what is the river A is known as pirating stream. The capturing river is known as a pirating river. So one of the term associated is a pirating stream. What is this pirating stream? We won't write, we already know the river which captures the other river is known as pirating stream, here A. The second term associated is pirated stream. The stream which gets captured is known as a pirated stream. Now the third is, consider river C. it has been beheaded, it has been removed from river B, such kind of a stream is known as misfit. So what is a misfit? The misfit is a stream which has been beheaded or which has been removed by the river capture. It is a stream which has been beheaded. It is a stream which has been beheaded or it has been removed by the river capture. Now the point where the river capture occurs, this is a point where the river capture has occurred. This point where the river capture occurs, will mark this point as an point X. Suppose the river capture has occurred at this point, will mark it as a point X in the diagram, because this is the point where the river capture is occurred. Now this is one of the most important, the point where the river capture occurs is known as the elbow of a capture. Why elbow of a capture? Because there is a diversion of a stream. One B is coming, instead of going straight, it is now getting diverted into the A. And because there is a diversion of a stream through the wind erosion, obviously there is a formation of a valley. How could the river cut the mountain? By forming canyons or V-shaped valley. The valley which is above the elbow of a capture is known as an wind gap. Why? Because initially there was a mountain, now there is a gap for the wind to pass or above the elbow. So the two important terms are elbow of a capture What is this elbow of a capture? The point where piracy or capture occurs. Is known as an elbow of a capture. And the dry valley, that is the point X to Y, this region. Now it is a valley, this point X to Y. One more point here, you remember this, you see here I am drawing one more point marking this part as a Y. So the X to Y has now become valley. Why it has become valley? Because of the removal of a mountain, such is known as a wind gap. So what is a wind gap? The valley above the elbow of a capture. The valley above the elbow of a capture is known as wind gap. Is known as a wind gap. So what is a river piracy? River piracy is known as beheading. There are some of the terms associated: pirating stream, pirated stream, misfit, that is the stream which has now been isolated, it has now been removed in our diagram. C is a pirated stream. C is a misfit because it has no water now. And then there is an elbow of a capture, that is the point where the river capture occurs. Then there is an wind gap. The valley above the elbow of a capture is known as a wind gap. So the river eventually, so this kind of is known as a river capture through headward erosion. Now one more river capture, very simple, you just have look at it and just give a mention to it in the examination also. That is a river capture through an lateral erosion or through intersection of meanders. That is the river capture in the older stage. Obviously, here there is no headward erosion, but you don't forget that in this area there is a lateral erosion or there is a meandering of a river. So obviously it is not means that river capture there will be no erosion, means obviously there is no vertical erosion, but there is too much meandering. And if you remember, meandering is both an example of erosion as well as an deposition. So consider here two situations. There are two rivers. River, blue color river is a river, smaller river, river A, which is flowing in one direction, while there is one more river which is developing, and it is the river B which is developing here. Much larger river than river A. So these are the two rivers which are flowing. Why? Now what is here? There is a meandering because it is an older stage. Now you see this point, that is the point X in this diagram. Again I will mark you so that you can understand here. There is a meeting of these two rivers. Now obviously the flow and the volume of river, the red color river, again I will give it the same mark. River A is there and the river B is there. You see the mark, the flow, the volume of river A is much greater than the river B. So eventually what is going to happen is the waters of this river A, the waters of river A, the waters of the river B will eventually flow into the river A. So these waters are eventually going to flow into the river A. So as a result of this, we can say that the river B has been captured by river A, and the remaining water, this river now becomes river C, which is an misfit. So remembering our previous terminologies, what is the river A here? The river A is the pirating stream, river B is the pirated stream, while the river C is a misfit. River C is an misfit. So what is a river piracy? River piracy in the older stage occurs due to intersection of an meanders. Occurs due to intersection of meanders. Occurs due to the intersection of a meander. Now, what are the examples of a river piracy? Examples of a river piracy. One of the best example is, as I have told you, it is said that examples are 1. River Saraswati, was captured by river Yamuna, and now only the remaining part of river Saraswati river Ghaggar, which flows through Haryana, is considered just a part of mighty Saraswati. It is considered just to be a part of mighty Saraswati. Why a part of mighty Saraswati? Because the Ghaggar is now such a small river that it is an example of an inland drainage system. Why? Because maybe it is not getting Yamuna, captured river Saraswati, river Ghaggar remains, and this river Ghaggar does not have any supply of water to reach the sea. It dries up before reaching the Arabian Sea. So we have an example of an inland drainage system. The second example is river Tista, which was once a tributary of Ganga, has been captured by river Brahmaputra. So now river Tista is a tributary of which river? It is now the tributary of river Brahmaputra. So this is the river piracy. So if the question comes on what is river piracy or what is river capture, start with your definition. Then river capture then the types of river capture. Then the third point should be through headward erosion. Then the fourth point through lateral erosion or intersection of meanders. And conclude your answer with examples. Obviously, for the preliminary point of view in the river capture, you should know the terms associated. That is, what is wind gap and what do you mean by elbow of capture and what is the misfit. Otherwise, the other terms are easy. Now, this ends our river capture. We will continue with the deltas. A small topic again before we shift to a interesting topic, that is end of geomorphology part. So, thank you.